Hello, my name is Richard Giroux. You are watching Art Visions, the television series for creative visions and respect for humanity.
We fund local arts agencies, we fund dance companies, we fund museums. We also try to concentrate a great deal of our support on education and providing artistic experiences to young people. We feel like our students and our young folks are the audiences of tomorrow, and so exposure to the arts at an early age is very critical. The arts are a part of teaching, the arts are part of learning.
Could you care for a tiny cottage? We could share the world apart and by books. Or could you care for a tiny cottage? We could share the world apart and by on you.
You think about things you say because once you've spoken a word, it can't be took back. I love my family, and the tribe as a whole is a big family, extended family. But I also love all the nations, and I feel like that if we tried hard, we could all be more connected and more caring for one another. If you show respect and honor to other people, you'll receive respect and honor.
It was the largest group of people, the largest city, if you will, in North America.
My name is Little Hawk. I'm from Oklahoma, a little small town, Shawnee. Oklahoma. I come down to the Native American festivals in Alabama to go ahead and relive the history that was here and spread it out to people, so that way what we learned on the John Wayne movies isn't real. What I'm doing here today is just portraying the Mississippians that had lived in this area, in which Creeks and Choctaws have originated from around in this area.
They are mighty few that can speak fluently. Ang bonado ho doon abistal gyata kalaboto okton doon istongon abokas kidoat kundun doon mak sigezak tokas chi.
These are lances, sometimes called a buffalo lance. We use flint, we use obsidian. Obsidian is a natural volcanic glass. It can be made 10 times sharper than surgical steel. The buffalo lance is what the warriors would do is they would run with the herds of buffalo and they would use the lance to kill the buffaloes. Now this one is going to be a flint point. We use elk to decorate it. This would be a buffalo lance. And we would take the buffalo lance because it's such a heavy, wide point, it would crease the buffalo.
And other important individuals from our community.
Hello everyone, I'm Angela Hall, Assistant to the Executive Director at the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute. Many of you may remember the Institute opened back in November of 1992. First, with a dedication to the people of Birmingham, the many foot soldiers who helped to tear down segregation in Birmingham, Alabama. And one of the many people that we honored was Reverend Fred L. Shuttlesworth. His statue graces the main entrance to the Institute. This photograph is one that shows Reverend Fred Shuttlesworth, Dr. Martin Luther King, and Reverend Ralph Abernathy on one of those Easter weekends during the civil rights struggle here in Birmingham. These photographs show, or this photograph shows an image during that Easter weekend in 1963. Reverend Abernathy and Dr. King, they were both incarcerated that weekend, and that's when Dr. King wrote the letter from the Birmingham jail.
I knew when I came here that segregation was wrong, and remember I had the advantage of having been a preacher for a while. I knew basic scriptures. Nobody knows all about God now but God. You know, I guess when God really wants you to do something about something, He makes it so nothing is good about it. So I didn't have any inclination, I didn't have any kindred feelings toward those who thought that segregation might have been all right. I didn't think it was all right in any way.
We're a coordinating body, the coordinating body, for all the local literacy programs, or what we call literacy providers, the organizations that teach individuals to read in our communities for all of Central Alabama. So we have 2 literacy helplines. One's a 1-800 number, 888-448-7323, and a local literacy number, 205-326-1925. If you live in Blount County, you do not want to have to come all the way to Birmingham to learn to read.
Buenas noches, mi nombre es Elizabeth. Yo tengo información de clases de inglés gratis. Por favor, llamarme en Birmingham a 326-1925 o en Alabama Central a 888-448-7323. Gracias.
Copyright law was intended to give artists and authors some rights over the creation of derivative works, in other words, expressions of the same ideas in different mediums, but still incorporating their individual ways of expressing their ideas. So to create a radio show that duplicates some of the expression in someone's copyrighted television show could be a violation of the right to create derivative works.
deep in my heart. Marching is always in order. It is. As long as racism lives, yes, marching is in order. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As long as injustice lives, marching is in order. Yes, sir. As long as violence lives, marching is in order.
Just trapped in the mess of mass media brainwashing.
It was not just about civil rights, it was about jobs. It was about economic justice, not just social justice.
I just fell in love with the whole magic of behind the scenes and just getting to act, and ever since then I've just been in love with it. So that's what kept going.
The most important thing about it, I guess, is just an opportunity to create, be expressive. You can do so much with it. You can, say so many things through movement, and I think that's the most important thing, I think.
Dance is often suggested for gymnasts and springboard divers. Greg Louganis studied dance, and a number of other divers studied particularly ballet, because it works on the line of the leg and the feet. And so it just seemed to be a natural progression.
You're going to run into people who are only in it for themselves. You're going to run into politicians who are trying to block you. You're going to run into people who are just kind of playing games back and forth, for whom politics is just sort of a game of gotcha and who's going to win. And you have to endure those people, and you have to not give up, and you have to fight through that. But the rewards of doing that are particularly great.
Theater is a form. Theater is a how-to. The subject matter of that form is life itself. And so there's virtually nothing that goes on within humanity that might not find its way onto the stage. Whereby we get to imaginatively walk in someone else's shoes. And that's a very good thing. One of the things I think theater teaches, both its audiences and the participants who are making theater, is a great deal of empathy. We have to understand why somebody else would have thought that way, or would have reacted that way, or would have taken this action, and so on. So there's a great deal of seeking to understand the other person.
I hope everybody knows who CAP is, and if you don't, I'm sure you know the guys on bicycles that are downtown. And I want to thank all of my staff. CAPs, raise your hands. Would y'all give them a round of applause and a happy birthday, please? Thank you.
CAPS is very important for us in our downtown city center. It causes people to want to come downtown. It causes business to want to come downtown.
A revolution for us in having a system like this, because it's very, very modern, it points accurately. The way it works is that it is fully aligned with the Earth's rotation axis and equator. We can use just a computer screen to have it automatically go in whatever direction we would like for it to point.
People of the Red Cross, the volunteers, the financial donors here in Alabama, in Europe, in Asia, wherever, are doing some of the most important work in the world. Where would we be after the great tsunami that has just occurred, or after fires or violent winds, if there were not someone to step in and provide hope and help to families, individuals, children, old people, who needed help after all of these disasters?
Well, I'm Jessie Hale Downs. Jimmy and I were married in 1943. He had been 4 years without drawing a sober breath, but God saved him, and the people at the tabernacle took an interest in him. Jimmy knew there was a longing in his heart to reach the people like he had been. He had multitudes of people, business people, civic groups, all kinds of groups. All of these years, we have sought to represent Jesus just like he did. And it would be so wonderful just to show him how the mission has grown.
Well, that would be, I guess, my challenge or my word of encouragement. Don't call them, just don't lump them together as just homeless. Just remember that they're people, you know? And they have value, and they deserve dignity, and they have worth. We should extend that to them and give them an opportunity to become productive again like they desire.
We serve a variety of needs and a variety of issues. We have had women who have become disabled and were single women working on their own and had children, and then suddenly were unable to perform, therefore were unable to provide for their families, and so they have been with us.
Music soothes the savage beast. Music makes you feel relaxed. Music makes you realize that we just one part of a microcosm of this world. Music makes you realize that there's one other being besides yourself. So songs always bring you back to reality. And I hope and pray someone online, we all realize that gospel music is the answer.
My friend was doing that, and then I saw these things, and I was very moved, and that is I started learning, and I actually make it because I wanna make it, and I wanna give these things as a present for my friends.
Got a broad-based movement going to open his eyes to say there's yet more to change. So thank God for Rosa, Montgomery Improvement Association, and Martin Luther King, and that bus, because they demonstrated to the coming women's movement, the peace movement, the youth movement, the movement to for people 18 to get the right to vote movement that came on. And I want to share it with you now, and tell me what you think about it. Saint Martin, your name will never be forgotten. Saint Martin, your name will never be forgotten.
The arc of the universe bends towards justice and peace.
And Martin has empowered us to use time to follow that arc.
I hope you enjoyed today's program, and we do find a way to solve a lot of the problems that mankind is facing today. But we always need to respect everyone and in every way.